Hello friends, yet another important concept for competitions, especially for railways and banking exams. And this is the concept of finding the net increase or decrease, percentage increase or decrease in a quantity when it is first increased by a particular amount or a particular percentage and then decreased by a particular percentage. Now, I will do this calculation part and this I'll take up this particular type of problem in two parts. In the first part, I'm going to take up the case when the percentage increase and the further percentage decrease is same, and then to complicate things, when the percentage increase is different and percentage decrease is different, then obviously we need to make some changes in the short trick. So let's see the first case first. This is case 1, when quantity increases or decreases by same percentage. So let's assume that, okay, I'll take up a question first. A number is first increased by, so let's take up any percentage, say 12%, and then decreased by 10%. Find the net increase or decrease percent. So how do you do this? You assume the number to be 100 and then increase it by 12%. New number is obtained, and then you have to calculate, okay, this is 12%. Then decrease it by 12%. That will take a lot of time, right? So you need to be aware of a shortcut. Okay, so for finding this, you need to just find x square upon 100. Now, x square upon 100, that will give you the net increase or decrease. Now, see, mind you here that the increase is 12%, but the decrease is 12% of a larger quantity, not 100. So, obviously, there will be a net decrease. So, whenever the quantity first increases by a particular percentage and then decreases by the same percentage, then there is a net decrease. You need to remember that. So x square upon 100, this is the net percentage decrease. So just put it here, x is this percent because this is the same quantity. So 12 into 12 upon 100, or you call it 144 by 100. So this is 1.44% decrease in the quantity. Very, very simple result to remember. This is the short trick which you need to be aware of in such cases. Friends, all these type of questions, they make use of short tricks, and if you use traditional approaches here in these type of questions, then obviously you are creating trouble for yourself. Okay, based on the same example, we have one more question, then we will get to the other things. Okay, here you have increase by, okay, let's take 18%, then decrease by 18%. Friends, those who are aware of this shortcut, they don't need to use pen and paper for this. They will mark the answer directly in the exam. Why? Because here x is 18, square of 18 is 324, and 324 divided by 100 is 3.24. So there is 3.24% decrease. So how much time you are going to take to get to that answer? Perhaps 2 seconds or 3 seconds. And if you don't know the short trick, perhaps even 40 seconds are less. So I'll write it for you just formality. This is 18 into 18 upon 100. So this is 324 upon 100 or 3.24% decrease. So this is the first part of this video wherein I have taken the same percentage increase and the same percentage decrease. Now let's complicate the things. Now come to case 2, when percentage increase or decrease are different. So let's take a question here also, and then I'll tell you the short trick for finding the net increase or decrease. Now, in this case, suppose you have, okay, I'll tell you the short trick first. X percent increase, then Y percent decrease. Now see, in this case, overall increase or decrease percent. How will you find whether there is overall increase or decrease percent? If you get your answer as negative, then the final increase or decrease you can judge very easily. Why? Because negative sign implies that there is net percentage decrease, and positive sign in the final answer shows you that it is net percentage increase. So X percent increase and Y percent decrease. So if a quantity is increasing by 40% and then reducing by just 2%, then obviously there has to be an increase. So your answer will be positive. And if it increases by just 5% and then decreases by say 25%, then obviously there will be percentage decrease, net percentage decrease. So that will be answer which is negative. What happens here is net percentage increase, so I'll write it as increase or decrease, is given by, so now this is the short trick, x minus y. So if you take the difference, you can get a positive answer or a negative answer, minus xy upon 100, and this answer will come in percent. Now this is the important short trick to remember when the percentage increase and percentage decrease are different. Now let's take a question so that we can understand this in a better way. So the question goes like this. Suppose there is 10% increase and then 5% decrease. So again you need to find a net percentage increase or decrease. So this gives you x, this is x, this is y. So x minus y minus x into y upon 100. I need to calculate this. So this will be 10 minus 5 is 5 minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is 0.5 or 5 minus 0.5 is 4.5%, and see my answer. Now this time the answer which I am getting is positive, and whenever the answer is positive then there is percentage increase. So 4.5% increase is the answer of this question. Very easy, right? One more question and then we will have it solved. Suppose a quantity increases by 15% first and then decreases by 25%. Now let's see what happens here. So 15 minus 25 minus 15 into 25 upon 100. So here you have, this is 15 minus 25 minus 10 minus, so 25 goes exactly 4 times, and if you divide 15 by 4, half of 15 is 7.5 and half of that is 3.75, so 3.75. So what is your answer? This is negative of 13.75. What does that imply? It means 13.75% decrease. Negative means decrease. So friends, I hope you have understood the short tricks of calculating the net percentage. Okay, I'll write percentage here because we are actually finding the net percentage increase or decrease. So to find the net percentage increase or decrease, if the quantities are same, you use this shortcut, and if the quantities are different, then you use this shortcut. Friends, if you like this video, do share it with all your friends and do not forget to subscribe the channel.